Section 1. A World in Need. Recognizing the shadow of evil. The world can feel dark sometimes. We see suffering. We experience pain. Evil exists, casting a shadow even on the brightest days. From personal struggles to global crises, the weight of negativity can be heavy. We long for a way out, a source of light in the darkness. Everyone, at some point, grapples with this reality. The question is, where do we turn when evil threatens to consume us? We may feel alone, but we are not. There is a refuge, a source of strength that can empower us to confront and overcome evil. It lies in the power of prayer and the unwavering belief in a loving God who hears our cries and offers His unwavering protection. In the quiet moments of prayer, we find solace, guidance, and the courage to face our fears. Section 2. Whispers of Hope. The Power of Prayer in Troubled Times. In the midst of chaos, a whisper of hope emerges. It is the sound of prayer. This simple act of communication with the divine holds within it unimaginable power. It is a source of strength and comfort, a lifeline to the Almighty. It is through prayer that we acknowledge our need for help, for protection, for deliverance. Prayer is not about reciting empty words. It is about pouring out our hearts to God, our fears, our anxieties, our deepest desires. It is about surrendering our burdens to a higher power. When we pray, we open ourselves to the possibility of divine intervention, to the miraculous touch of God's grace. Section 3. A Direct Line. Seeking Divine Intervention. Imagine having a direct line to the most powerful force in the universe. That's what prayer is. It is a direct line to God, a way to communicate with the Creator of all things. It's a humbling thought that the God who flung stars into existence still listens to the whispers of our hearts. Prayer is not about demanding or dictating. It's about surrendering our will to God's, trusting in His infinite wisdom and love. It's about acknowledging our limitations and seeking His guidance. It's about asking for His strength to overcome the challenges we face and His protection from the evils that surround us. Section 4. Shielded by Faith. Finding comfort in God's embrace. Imagine being wrapped in a warm blanket on a cold night. That's what God's love feels like. When we pray for protection, we are seeking refuge in His embrace. We find comfort in knowing that we are not alone in our battles. God is with us, fighting for us, shielding us from harm. This doesn't mean we won't face trials. Life is full of them. But it does mean that we have a constant source of strength to help us through. God's love is a shield, protecting us from the worst of evil and guiding us towards the light. Knowing this brings peace amidst the storms. Section 5. Unseen Battles, Victorious Outcomes. Stories of deliverance through prayer. The Bible is full of stories about people who overcame evil through prayer. Think of Daniel in the lion's den or David facing Goliath. Their faith in God gave them the strength to overcome impossible odds. These stories remind us that God is still in the business of performing miracles. We see this same power at work in the lives of everyday people. Countless testimonies tell of prayers answered, of healing, of protection from harm. These stories offer a beacon of hope, a testament to the very real power of prayer to bring about deliverance from evil. Section 6. When darkness seems overwhelming, finding strength in God's presence. Sometimes the darkness can feel overwhelming. Evil may seem all-powerful, and we may question if there's any hope left. In these moments, it's more important than ever to cling to our faith. Remember that God is bigger than any problem we face. Even when we don't see it, God is working behind the scenes. He is orchestrating events, moving mountains, and making a way for us. Our job is to trust in His timing, to lean on Him for strength, and to never lose sight of His promises. Section 7. A promise of hope, believing in God's deliverance. God promises to be our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. He promises to never leave us nor forsake us. These are not just empty words. They are promises etched in eternity, backed by the very character of God. Believing in these promises is an act of faith. It's a decision to trust in God's goodness even when we don't understand His ways. It's a choice to find hope in the midst of darkness, knowing that He is faithful to deliver us. Section 8. Your prayer for deliverance. Opening your heart to God's protection. If you're facing darkness, know that you're not alone. God is waiting to hear your prayer. He longs to wrap you in His love and shield you from harm. All you have to do is ask. Open your heart to Him, pour out your fears, and trust in His promise to deliver you. Your prayer for deliverance can be simple. Ask God to be your refuge, your strength, and your shield. Ask Him to guide your steps and protect you from evil. Believe that He hears you, that He cares, and that He is able to do immeasurably more than all you can ask or imagine.